Well, hello YouTube, and welcome to my house. How'd y'all like that trail? That was pretty wild, wasn't it? I was in four-wheel drive all the way up. That thing never needs four-wheel drive. I did today. Anyhow, I am out on top of a mountain in eastern Kentucky near the West Virginia border. In Hatfield-McCoy territory. And I will be setting up here on top of this 2,000-foot mountain and doing me some camping. That's right. It's pretty warm right now. Yeah, warm-ish. We'll say 33. So comparatively speaking, it's warm anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna set me up a nice little place right here and spend some time and do some camping. And you guys are most certainly invited to come along and hang out. Gonna fix me up a nice little place. I've got my ice fishing shelter. I brought it this time, considering I brought my ice shelter anyway. Brought something new this time, guys. We broke down and got us a drone. Got us a real one. Now, let me get him. It's the DJI Mini 4K. Starts to say Mini 4X. Mini 4K. And I just put the guards on, playing with it around the bushes, but I don't think I'll need them up here. But anyway, I've been playing with, little drones, and you know how they are. They ain't no good. So we broke down and got us a nice one. Not an expensive one, entry level, but entry level real one. We'll put it that way. If you do any research at all, yeah, it's bright out here. If you do any research at all into drones, for videography, that sort of thing, you will eventually come back to the Mini 4K. DJI, 70% of the market share. The world's drones are made by DJI. There you go. So anyway, we're going to try it out, and got some toys I brought along. You know how that is. You know how I am. I got to have my toys. But anyhow, I'm thinking right in here, right in my tracks, as a matter of fact, I'm going to have to shovel me out a little spot. And I brought me a shovel, though. That's okay. I've got all day to do this. Hate to mess up all this pristine snow up here. Look at this. Nothing but my tracks and a whole bunch of deer. Look at that. Just deer tracks all through the place. Look at this. Everywhere you look. But, alright. I guess I need to get off here. Quit running my mouth. Well, I'm getting there. I've got my ice shelter set up. Got everything but the heat. I don't have the heat set up just yet. I've still got time on that, though. Still got some daylight. It's probably 45, something like that. It seems to be melting pretty quick. So I do believe I'm going to get the drone out here in a minute and take it for its very first flight. One minor fly in the ointment. I brought my TV, brought my big screen TV, and unfortunately I forgot my remote, and you can't work this thing without the remote. I've run into this once before. I forgot the remote. You can use the phone to work the TV, but they have to both be on the same network. And there's obviously no network out here. I'm on top of a mountain. I was going to hotspot the TV to the phone, but without the remote, I can't access the menu on the TV to connect them together to make... Anyway, oh well. That should work. I do believe I got some pretty video. Check that out. I've been flying that little drone like crazy out here. My little landing pad right there. X marks the spot. That's my little landing pad right there. I like it. It does really well. It does all kinds of little tricks. But it's starting to get a little cool off a little bit. You can tell the temperature's starting to go back down. Not anything like when that sun was up. Actually, hang on. We'll see what it is. 5:59. .36 degrees. Headed for about 31. No, 30. Yep. Headed for about 30 degrees tonight. That'll work. That's not too bad. I can live with 30. I've got heat. Got my heat going in there. So I got it on low right now. I'm, you know, out here playing around in the snow, doing stuff, you know, flying the drone, having a good time. But I've got the heat on low, and it's about 55, 60, something like that inside the tent. But it's pretty nice. Beautiful up here. Look at this. Let me get out of the deeper snow. But just look at this. That's sunset right there. Just look how cold this. I started to say cool this looks, but it looks downright cold, don't it? Brr. Look out through there. Ooh, that looks cold. Alright, let's break out some fire stuff and see if I can't get me a little fire going out here. Very cool night. Just animal tracks everywhere. Nothing but me and them. Animal tracks and my tracks. You can tell though it was starting to thaw out a little bit, but it's freezing back now. It's 36 down in the valley. Apparently it's gonna get colder than that up here on this mountaintop. But we'll see. You know, we'll see, won't we? We'll see. That's all right. We've got a warm tent. We've got a warm place to hang out. I'm gonna make me some cheeseburgers here in a minute. Actually, this place, I don't know if it has a real name. Not that I know of. I camped up here once before and made fried chicken. And actually, right there, as a matter of fact, had my tent sitting this way and made fried chicken right back in there. Right about here is where I cooked it at. Right about this spot right there. But anyway, you know how you have on Google Earth your GPS tags? I named this place Fried Chicken Hill. And it's been that ever since. It's stuck. Fried Chicken Hill it is. Where's the zipper? There it is. Got my food sitting out here where it's cold. Got a little bit of ice right here, but it's trying to melt. Anything that gets on the tarp, I can dry out with that. So that's not a problem. Water's not really a big deal. The only thing I'm missing is my TV. That's the only issue I've got is no TV tonight. But oh well, I guess I've got my cell phone. I could watch something on that. And I've got, like I said, I've got my Bluetooth speaker. I haven't even gotten it out yet. I had Pandora a little while ago on the cell phone. But good enough for me. And there's my view for the night. That's out the window. That is a pretty impressive view, is it not? Very nice little place to spend an evening. Got me a little fire and ice thing going on here. Cleared me out a little spot. Just, you know, little token fire. Not very big. I don't figure there'll be... Yeah, it's dark now, by the way. Hang on, where's my light? There we go. That's better. Good and dark now, isn't it? Oh wow, I can see all kinds of stars. I have to get the Apple phone out here in a minute. See how well it does. It's kind of nice by the fire though. Nice and warm. Well, we're working on it. Got me a couple burgers cooking. Got my buns and lettuce and cheese and mayo ready to go. Was gonna get me a tomato, but you know how it is. This is life, right? Y'all look over my mess now, y'all. I live here. Yeah, I've made a pretty good mess already, ain't I? Oh well, that's all right. That's half the fun. Make a big mess. So far, so good though. Old fire's doing good outside. No problems out there. And it's what, about 65 in here. 64.8. Got everything charged. That's the whole end right there. It's just charging junk phones and GoPros and drones and you name it. Running the lights, all that good stuff. But we're getting there. We are getting there. Oh yeah. Hard to do one. Well, it looks like it's about dinner time, don't it? Big tall ones, look at that. It's about, what is it? 7:40. And 33 degrees outside. We're coming down just a little bit. That's okay. It's nice and warm in here. It's, what, 66? 66.2 in here. But, you know, it's not cold. I'm not cold at all, actually. I'm fine. Alright, let's go. Time for the taste test. I've got me a couple burgers, couple cakes, some coffee. Got some dinner music, but I can't really play it while I record. You know how it is. YouTube strikes and all. Alright, here we go. Here we go. That will work. The double cheese was a wise choice. That's much better. That's really good. Alright guys, I'll see y'all in the morning. Good night. Good morning everybody. How's that for a view? That's not too shabby, huh? Sun is almost up. Just a few more minutes and it'll be time to get the drone out. I've waited for it. It's like, I thought the sun was coming up at like 7, so I set the alarm for 6:30, and turns out the sun's not coming up till 7:40. So yeah, we just been kind of hanging around the tent, just looking out, enjoying my stay. I woke up, it was like 55 or so in here. I had that off, you know, the buddy heater was off. Had that on, I think 2 or 3, something like that. And it was about 55 or 60 when I got up. It wasn't cold. It's like 30 outside. I just checked. It's below freezing right now. But yeah, I just cranked them both up for a few minutes. Between that at about 25,000 BTU and this one at 10 more on high, 5 on low, 10 on high. I mean, that gives me a total of like 35,000 BTU in this little bitty tent. Yeah, I can blast heat this puppy in no time at all. Now, it is just about that time. Just about the crack of dawn. And just as soon as I see the crack of dawn, I'm gonna fly the drone right up dawn's crack. Little bit more. About time to get my boots on. Hurry up, Coffee. You're holding up the show. Yeah, getting there. It's warm. Here. Quit playing. Let's go. That ought to do it. Get me some coffee heated up. Okay, alright. Get situated. Get my boots on. Get my coveralls on. And get ready for... Well, it's about 9 o'clock now. I got what I think I got some really, really cool pictures. You know, really high altitude and the snow and all that stuff. And y'all look over my mess. I only got one dinner plate this trip, so that's good. You know, it's just grease. I only got one dinner plate. I'm used to having more than that, a couple pots. But I got my little drone out and was playing with it a little bit. I've been outside just flying all over the place all morning. It's been fun. I've had a ball with these drones up here. That thing will cover some distance, and from what I can tell, the pictures on the phone are really sharp and clear and crisp, and we'll see. You know, I can't wait to get it home and get those videos. There's a video, it has a card in here, and I can't wait to get home and see what those videos look like. Look at this. Wow. Good morning indeed. The sun is right there behind those clouds. If it was a clear spot, you probably wouldn't be able to look out that way right now. I can see for miles all out through here. There's a little bit of brush in the way, some twigs. You know, I don't know how well the GoPro does, but I can certainly see for miles. A great place to fly a drone. Yes. I'm already about right at 2,000 feet above sea level. Town, you know, the towns here are, Williamson's right at 730, I think, 740, 732, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's it. But anyway, 2,000, we still yet got snow up here. Once the sun gets up and, you know, gets to doing its thing, we're supposed to get to about 40, 42, 43, somewhere in that range today. A little bit later, you know, noonish. So I'm just kind of, right now I'm just hanging out. I'm going to recharge the drone one more good time. It's at about 3/4 right now, so I've probably got 20-30 minutes at least. And I'll get in at least one more good 20-30 minute flight, and then we'll worry about packing up. But look at that ice sheet from the tent to the UTV. Solid ice sheet. How we doing here? Got a little melting around the edges. That's solid too. Look at that. Doing good. Listen to that. Little ASMR snow crunching. That was where my fire was at. It pretty much burned down to nothing, didn't it? Excellent. And my landing pad right there. I landed it the last couple times. I just took off and landed from right over here in front of the tent the last couple times. Just stepped outside the tent, set it down, and launched it from right there, and landed it. Last time I came in high speed, landed it. It's fun to play with. Man, that stuff, you better watch it too. Out here walking around on this junk. Look at that. Solid ice. You can hear it crack underneath there. But wow, that's cool. That is really pretty. Alright, let's get back in. Let the sun do its thing. Hang out a little while, listen to some music. I just had Beastie Boys in there cranking up. Kick it! Okay, where's the coffee? What do we do with the coffee? Most important thing in here. I was thinking a little while ago that, you know, it's just out here playing, you know, like kind of reminds me of, you know, a little kid, you know, in his room playing with his Hot Wheels. I brought my toy box with me. It's funny. Never grow old, guys. Never grow old. Get you a toy box and keep it stocked. That is really nice. Right outside my window. What's it? 67.1 in here. With just this one on its lowest setting. I've got it barely on. Is the setting it's on now. But the sun was out. It got like 72, 73 real quick. And that was when I turned that back down. But anyway, alright, I'm going to get off here. I need to do my dinner dish. Not dishes, dish. Just one. Well, we're all packed up and loaded up and pretty much ready to go. Little camp spot looks so sad, don't it? Just mud. It's just mud now. It was a cool camp earlier. Oh well, that's life. Anyway, I thought I'd show y'all some of this stuff on the way back down. Some of this scenery. Absolutely beautiful stuff in the snow. You can see where I drug my bottom tarp, pulled it out and brought it over across the snow to kind of clean some of the mud off of it. Seemed to work pretty good. That's wet. Look at that, where the tent was at. That is very wet. Very wet. Alright, I guess let's head off the hill and we'll show y'all some of this pretty scenery on the way down. I got my door rolled up so I can kind of hold the camera out. We're already in four-wheel drive. It had to have all the way up, needed four-wheel drive yesterday. Here we go. Trees. And through the big frozen mud puddle. It was frozen solid yesterday. Hope it still is. Oh yeah. Smooth as a baby's butt. That's a big deep mud hole there. Not today, it ain't. Look at deer tracks, man, everywhere. This place is crawling with them. Out on the main trail, it's pretty chewed up. Been a few trail riders up here. Look at that, spinning out the donuts. Alright guys, we'll see y'all on the next adventure. Y'all have a really good day. Leo out.